Guys, thanks for tuning in for this episode, hopefully in under 3 minutes, how you can learn how to become better emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually through better digestion of the gut. And if you don't have time for this, hit the upper right-hand corner up there. Just save the video and you can watch it later. But again, for those of you that are watching at a later time, thanks very much. Today we're going to be talking about antibiotics and probiotics. Very important. Now, a lot of times I talk to people and ask them questions, and probiotics, you know, they may have heard about it, maybe not. But then I always ask about antibiotics, and generally everybody knows what an antibiotic is. Now, why do you take an antibiotic? Generally it's because your immune system is broken down. You're sick, you don't have the ability to fight disease, infection, etc. And so what happens is that your immune system becomes compromised and you become sick. So what people do is you take antibiotics, and it generally just wipes out all the bad things, but it also wipes out all the good things as well. Now, why is that important? Now, it's important because the way that your body works is actually it supports and it goes to build a strong gut, a strong immune system through having a significant amount of probiotics. So you want those probiotics there. And sometimes, if you are sick, generally what that means is the bad bacteria are actually overpowering the good bacteria, and that's how you become sick. So what happens is that when people take antibiotics, it basically just wipes the slate clean. Now, again, in theory, that sounds great. Okay, so you wipe out everything, including the bad bacteria and the good bacteria, and you start over from square one. But generally, most people's lifestyle does not allow them to do that. They'll just get right back into the routine of having things that generally can help to break down their immune system. And the best, easiest way that I like to explain that is, let's pretend that you are a mayor of a small town. And let's say everything's going great, everybody's happy, but all of a sudden there's a rash of burglaries, there's some vandalisms, maybe a robbery, I don't know, throw something out there. But generally it's something that's not good for the town. What can you do? Well, you know, the first thing that you should do, if you're a mayor of a small town, is you question people. You find out specifically, you know, what the problem is, and you talk to witnesses, and you go through all of those things, and then you make a decision, and you question more people, but you go and try to find the root of the problem, which is that person or persons or group of people that are causing the problems. Now, what would happen, let's say, that if you're the mayor, all of a sudden you have some of those rash of burglaries, and you decide that you're just going to throw everybody in jail. The good, bad, indifferent, doesn't matter. You're just going to round up everybody and throw them all in jail. Now, you may solve the problem. You may not have any burglaries or vandalisms. Why? Because everybody's in jail. You don't have anybody there, right? So, you know, that's not the way that you do things. And that's when you take an antibiotic, that's how your body treats it, is that essentially you are throwing everything into jail. And that includes the bad things, the good things. You're throwing everything that can cause some significant issues to your gut into really chaos. And so that's not the way to do that. And unfortunately, that's the way the antibiotics work. So what's the end result? Is that, you know, if you have some sort of sickness and your doctor or somebody questions and says you should take an antibiotic, you know, what you should consider, certainly, I'm not saying that you know, that you have to do this, but you should certainly consider about replenishing that good bacteria so that you can actually kill or destroy the bad bacteria that's there. So if you do decide that you want to take antibiotics, make sure that you take probiotics or eat fermented foods to actually replenish and make sure that you have the good guys in there as well. That, you know, if you're the mayor of a small town, you can throw everybody in town, but make sure you replenish the town with good, hardworking people that's going to do great things for that community. So that's the difference between antibiotics and probiotics. Hopefully you learned something there. Again, if you didn't, send me a comment below, or like it, or whatever that you want to do, and let me know what you thought about the video. But I appreciate you guys tuning in. Again, the difference between antibiotics and probiotics, very important. Make sure you take cultured foods or probiotics and strengthen that gut so that it can destroy those bad bacteria. Thanks, guys. Have a wonderful day.